Welcome back to the Prettiest podcast. I'm your host, Sid.
And I'm Kim.
Today we're going to be talking about affirmations. I'm super excited.
Affirmations is one of my favorite things to talk about, so I'm super excited.
Yes, definitely. So to start off, what are some affirmations you say, not even you use on a day-to-day basis, but just that you constantly have in your life?
I like to tell myself that I am confident, I am beautiful, and I am powerful.
Those are good. So outside of like the I am, what are some other affirmations that you may use that start with like I can, I will be? I know me personally, like I've been telling myself like to the woman I will be, like not to who I want to be, like who I will be. So like that's been something that I'm really big on right now, to where I want to tell myself like this is not a question, it's more of a statement. So.
I love that. And that's so important because so many people don't realize that it's more than I am. But I say what I can do, you know, in terms of setting goals too. I think it's very important. So, you know what? I will accomplish that goal. I actually tend to write down my affirmations, whether or not it's on the bathroom mirror or in a journal. But I just like to write down things that I will accomplish.
Exactly.
So, you know, I will be a self-starter. I will be a self-motivator. I can accomplish A, B, and C.
Definitely.
So it just, you know, it really just kind of depends on what it is that I want to accomplish that day, what it is I want to accomplish that week, or even maybe that month, in terms of what I have going on in my life and what I want to see myself do, and kind of set goals. Personal goals. It could be work-related goals, family goals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I remember right before you left David Cox Elementary, I had a project. I want to say that was like my senior exit project or something like that. That was on affirmations, and it's crazy because it started off as just a project, but then like we made it into like a whole class at your school.
I remember.
Because you were a counselor and everything. So I remember coming in there and like talking to the kids about it and everything. And it was like, they didn't even know what affirmations were.
Right. I remember like that.
When I came in there and I had like the little note cards and stuff, and I was just walking them through everything. Like it was just so like encouraging to see like the bright eyes and like the, oh my gosh, like I can do this, I will do this. And it's like to see somebody actually believing what they're saying, I think makes a really big difference, especially like in the youth, because girls at that age specifically, like that's, you know, kind of like a make or break point, because you're about to go to middle school. Like they were fifth graders, so they're about to go to middle school. So it's like having that confidence, that self-confidence in yourself prior to, and starting those things young, like I feel like it really makes a difference when you lay the foundation.
Right. I remember that specific group of girls, and I believe that project ended up being your senior exit project in terms of what you needed to graduate from Mallet Creek High School.
Yeah.
And I can remember them really learning how to believe in themselves.
And being excited about it. Like
so excited. And I remember when you left, they were really sad. Because they really had fun. They looked forward to you coming every week and learning about affirmations and learning how powerful those affirmations were. And I remember you giving them note cards so that they could write their affirmations down, because it's really powerful just writing down. When you learn the power, in writing them down. And you know, I am successful, you know, but you got to believe it.
Exactly.
And those girls did.
It was really exciting.
It really was. That was a great project. And I always say, I didn't know about affirmations as a child.
Yeah.
And I wish I I had learned about them, but I'm so happy that I know what they are now.
Exactly.
In terms of being able to teach the youth and pour into them what affirmations are. Why do you think affirmations are so powerful?
Because I feel like whether or not you believe it when you first say it, like, you're going to. Like, it's like if you continuously tell yourself, I am X, I am Y, I am Z, one day you're going to wake up and be like, I am. That's what I am. Like, that's who I am.
Right.
So it's like when you repeat repetitive. I think being repetitive in what you tell yourself, like feeding your soul and your subconscious mind, like that takes you so far.
And also, if you are not affirming yourself, and if you're not believing it, then who is?
Exactly.
Who is going to affirm you if you're not affirming yourself?
Definitely.
You know, and just to be able to stand and look in the mirror and say, I am special.
Yeah.
You know, I am pretty. And here's another thing that I think is so important. My boys, my young men, you all need to be affirming yourselves too.
Exactly.
And I think that is so important. This affirmations are not just for females.
No, not at all.
Affirmations are for boys as well.
Definitely.
So we need our young men to know that there is power for you in affirmations.
Exactly.
You need to stand in that mirror and say, oh, I'm handsome. You know?
And some of y'all got a little bit too much confidence, actually. some of the pretty boys, you know.
But I need my boys to know you are powerful. You are smart. You know, you can dream just like we can dream, and you can be successful, and it is okay.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of times, you know, sometimes, you know, people might look at us and say, oh, you know, they just a little bit they think they too good. No, we have confidence.
Exactly.
And it's okay to have confidence, you know.
It definitely
So I am confident. Let's put that on the list as an affirmation, and there's nothing wrong with having confidence.
Exactly.
So I love that. I just think that's so important for the boys to know that you need affirmations as well.
And
we need to
like
affirm them.
I think it can be as simple as, you know, just having like a picture as your lock screen. You know what I'm saying? Like showing your self-love. So like for me personally, when I was I want to say middle school when I got my first iPhone or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
So when I got that and I had myself as my background, everybody was like, oh my gosh, she's so conceited. She's so X, Y, and Z. Why do you have yourself as your background? Da, da, da. Are you upset because I like looking at myself? I'm sorry. Like, you'll be okay. I promise you will. But it was just like having like that self-confidence, it like bothered people. So it's like and what's that? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Like literally. So it's like investing in yourself and like holding yourself to a higher standard to where when somebody comes to you and says, oh, well, you think you too good or you're X, Y, and Z. No, I don't. Like, you know how to handle that situation.
Right.
I know who I am. It seems like you don't know who you are.
Right.
So.
Right. And it goes back to what pretty is pretty does.
Exactly.
Which is what we talked about before.
Yeah.
It's what is on the inside that matters, you know. So.
Way more than on the
I totally agree. I totally agree. So affirmations are just beyond important. You have to affirm yourself. And you know what? Is it okay to affirm your friend, to affirm your family and other people? We need to do more of that. You know, there is nothing wrong with giving compliments.
Exactly. Nothing at all. And I think it gives them a boost to see it coming from somebody else. And I feel like that's something that in my friendships that I really like love and adore is that it's like a constant, like, we go back and forth. Like, it's not just one-sided.
Right.
It's always intertwined.
Right.
Like, I tell her something, she'll tell me something. And it's like empowering because a lot of women don't do that. A lot of women compete in friendships. A lot of women, like, are trying to go tit for tat. And it's not about that. Like, it's about building each other up and coming up together and meeting at the top. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And you never know what type of day a woman or your friend is having,
Nope.
and you may affirm her just at the moment where she needs to hear something positive.
Exactly.
And you might just really make her day. And the same for you. She may be affirming you just at a perfect time.
Exactly.
You know, where you need to hear something positive. And you know, or need some encouragement.
Yeah.
And that may say, you know what, it may, you know, make you say, let me go write my affirmations down. It's almost like you need to get into the habit of just writing maybe 3 a day, just to kind of start off. Because first thing in the morning, if you could just read your affirmations or just say them aloud. If you don't have time to write them down, okay, you know what? If you drive to work every day or whatever you do, on the train or however you get to work, say them to yourselves. Nobody has to hear them to you.
Exactly.
But as you're driving, okay, let me think about my day. Let me say my affirmations. First thing in the morning, have them ingrained in your mind.
Yeah.
And then go on about your day.
You know what I think goes hand in hand with affirmations? Gratitude.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I remember I was struggling, going through something, and you gave me that gratitude journal.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, this is good. So I feel like also showing like gratitude towards certain situations that you're in definitely makes a difference.
I agree.
Honestly.
I agree. And if you can focus on gratitude more, then you have less time to focus on what you don't have.
Exactly.
You know, because you're like, oh, I'm thankful for this. You know, I'm thankful for that. And it's just, you know, just abundance.
Exactly. It speaks more to like what you have, and like just being grateful for what's in front of you instead of thinking about what you don't have yet.
Right.
So it's like making sure that you constantly tell yourself like, I don't have it right now, but I'm thankful for what I do have.
Right.
Because it makes a difference.
Exactly.
It really does.
Exactly. So affirmations are just, for me, a part of life, a part of what I do every day. We want to continue to encourage everyone to just affirm yourself, affirm others.
My phone. It literally, I have an affirmation as my background.
Wow.
I just thought about that. I don't know if y'all can see it.
Believe in
It
yourself.
says believe in yourself. So I love that because and it's like growing up, oh my gosh, I feel like I had the most confidence, like the most. And it was like, all it took was for one person to tell me, you're not that.
And how did that make you feel?
Oh my gosh, it was like an instant like crusher.
Oh,
and it's like originally I felt like I was in like a shell kind of to where it was like, oh, I'm fine. To where when I got out, because I went to private school, so I wasn't around girls that looked like me. So then when I got around girls that looked like me and they're telling me like, oh yeah, like giving me the side eye when I'm thinking like, this is my space, like this is where I'm supposed to be and everything. And it's like, they're looking at me crazy. So it's like, once that happened, it kind of like shattered everything, you know what I'm saying? And it took me down. But of course, like I still had like those fundamental values in myself and the foundation to be able to pull myself back up, but it wasn't the same as like the confidence that I had when I was younger. So it's like growing up, it's like you're always going to be tested, but it's like, how do you bounce back from that? I feel like. So for me, now it's constantly telling myself, you are confident, believe in yourself, because there's so many times recently that I've been like, Sydney, what are you doing? Like, how are we going to get there? And it's like, girl, if you don't just calm down and believe in yourself, it'll be fine.
Right. But at that time, were you writing down affirmations or were you saying them mentally? Did you even know to do that?
Girl, I was just living life. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I was
so you
just
didn't
going
know
through
to
the
do
motions.
that.
No, it was
Right.
like I knew like of course about it, but it was like, no, like I don't need that. It's like whatever, it's a distant thought.
Right.
It's like maybe that'll work, maybe it won't. But it's like I didn't know because I didn't try. But it's like once I started to try, it was like mentally I couldn't think anything else.
Right.
Like I do believe in myself.
Right.
And that's why I have that as my lock screen, because believe in yourself.
Right.
So now I see it and it's like, I was crazy to not believe in myself.
Right.
So
affirmations are definitely life-changing. Definitely. Okay.
Definitely. But yeah, I love affirmations. I'm trying to think of some of my favorites. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am talented. I have X. I have Y. I have Z. I will be. I will be is probably my favorite though. I think I will be is definitely one
because you're speaking that into existence.
Because it's the future. It's
so
not about
powerful.
what you have right now. It's not about what you are right now. You know what I'm saying? So I
right.
love speaking to the woman I will be. It's like that saying that I love, which is like visualize the woman you want to be and show up as her. I love that.
So it's speaking faith. It's showing that you have faith in yourself.
Exactly.
Right. I love that too.
Because I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I just know I will.
Right. And it's kind of the same thing as I can. Because I can is speaking futuristically as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I am is powerful because it is what you are
today
and who you are today. Yeah. Which is also powerful.
Exactly.
You know.
Oh my
so
gosh.
all of the affirmations, you know. But I just love teaching the youth that there are more than I am. Because when you think of an affirmation, you tend to think I am, and that's the only one. But it's like, no, there are more. You know,
exactly.
Let's think about the others too.
Yeah.
So all of them are just amazing.
For sure.
And I'm just glad I know because I didn't know any of them when I was younger.
Yeah. So. Exactly. It's definitely something that needs to be instilled. But
right.
I love affirmations.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's good. But I would just say, outside of affirmations, like what, I know you say you use them on a daily basis, but
absolutely.
What about the hard days when it's hard to believe in yourself? I know I talked about it, but what about for you?
Even on days that it's hard to push through, I still encourage myself. You know, still encourage myself, still think positively. And I do have a journal, you know, and I think that's another podcast for journaling. But I just think there's so much power in writing down, you know, putting your affirmations to paper and so, like, being able to read them off. Like, you know, I just believe in all of that, you know. You know, because I just like writing down, like my mindset is my superpower. Like I think that is one of my favorite ones because I truly believe that if your mindset, you know, whatever your mindset is, you can achieve just above and beyond.
Put your mind to it, you can do it.
Yeah, like and I just love that one. That's like one of my favorite ones.
I feel like that has a lot to do with what Ma is always talking about. Ma is my grandma. The power of your subconscious mind.
Absolutely.
And that book, she's always talking about that book. She's like, that book changed my life. She's like, when you really tap in to like the thoughts that you don't even know are there.
That's right.
And you start to train your mind to start thinking about those subconscious thoughts, like, oh my gosh, it's so powerful because
it really is.
You don't think about it. It's the things that you don't think about, but you need to think about.
Right.
So it's crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
And there's no room for any negativity either. Like you take all negativity away, no negative thoughts. And, you know, that goes right along with affirmations because when you talk about affirmations, there's no negativity when it comes to affirmations.
No.
Everything is positive. You're talking about what you are, who you're going to be, what you're going to do. Nothing negative.
Exactly.
You know, yeah, everything is positive. So there's no room at all for anything negative.
There is.
So, and I mean, that's just powerful.
It's all about keeping your mind clean.
That's right. Clean and clear. And who wants to have a conversation with anybody and they're all, you know, and the only thing they're talking about is negativity.
Oh my gosh.
You know, and this is awful, but I used to have someone that I would see and I almost had to avoid asking how they were doing because I already knew the answer.
Exactly.
You know, you're sick all the time. You're not doing well.
This hurts.
So
That
it's
hurts.
like, I'm not even going to ask how you doing. I'm just going to say hello because I reject that. And I don't want to hear all that negative because that energy is jumping over here to me. No, I'm not. No.
Yeah.
Just, hey.
How are you?
No, I'm not asking. Just, hey. Just hello.
I hope you're well.
Yeah. You know, you can ask me how I'm doing, but
exactly.
I'm not.
That's just like people's energies. Like you can get a good read on people's energy as soon as you say hello.
Just hello.
If they just give you up, then keep it pushing. Cause
and that does something like to your mood.
Exactly.
And put you in some type of, and I'm okay, back to my affirmations. I am healthy.
Exactly.
I am strong. I am positive.
Exactly.
Like all the positive energy, you know. And it's like, okay, with that person, maybe we need to work on some affirmations.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
So but I mean, affirmations are just so positive, so uplifting, and just like I said, life changing.
Literally.
Absolutely. So
for sure. Well, that's it for this episode on affirmations.
Yes. So we hope that we have encouraged someone to. If you're not doing affirmations, we hope that you will start writing affirmations down, saying some mentally. And if you're already doing them, start encouraging your family, your friends, or just someone else.
Definitely.
So we are the mother-daughter duo, and we thank you for your time.
Thanks for watching.
Until next time.
See you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.